Welcome back, you guys, to yet another JZFishing video. And in today's video, we are going to be going out for the first halibut fishing trip of the 2025 season. We got the boat fully rigged out right now. And funny enough, we actually used the U-Haul van, 15-footer, to get this kayak here because I don't have a car at the current moment. Now, it's been a great start to the day except for two things. A, I'm a little bit behind schedule. It's a little bit lighter than I wanted it to be when I was going out. And B, my fish finder just broke. So the wires that I heat shrunk together to connect the battery to the fish finder itself came apart, of course, on the day that I go fishing. So we're not gonna have a fish finder today. I'm still gonna bring it with me just to get used to fishing with it because it is definitely a little bit bulkier and it's a little bit, it's gonna take up some space. So I'm just gonna get used to that. But we're not going to actually have that with us today. And my plan today obviously is to catch halibut. But if I don't catch anything, I'm just going to give you guys a tour of the boat. So if you guys are interested, continue to watch to the end of the video. Let's get on the water. Oh my gosh, guys. Let me fix this here. Whew. First trip back in a while. And when I say a while, I mean a while. So we're just ironing out all the kinks. I got my life jacket on. Got my VHF radio. My fish finder is here, but it's not working. Something I'm gonna have to figure out. And then I've got a rod holder all set up. Everything else is ready. Man, it took a second to iron out the kinks this morning. But now we're here. The other thing too is I have a new steering assembly. So I can finally go hands-free without my boat just going in circles. Yeah, lots of new stuff that I had to play around with, and everything works except for the fish finder. I'll take it. I'm just excited to be getting out in the water. Now that I'm on the water, let me explain. So, the reason I'm out here alone is because Zach is still at school. He is gonna come up in 2 or 3 days for his spring break. And then while he's here, we're gonna fish the entirety of that week. So hopefully get a bunch of content. The main reason I'm going out a little bit before him is so that I can get an idea if there are fish at this specific spot. Because I know everyone's gonna fish Oyster Point, everyone's gonna fish Alameda, and that's probably where most of the fish are. But the spot that I'm going to right now is substantially, oh, there's a little bait right there. It's good to know. The spot that I'm going to right now is substantially closer to where, oh, it's a bird. Whew, scared me. The spot that I'm going to right now is closer to where we live, so it'll be cheaper for us to get the kayaks back and forth. So if the fish are at the spot, we're just gonna fish here. All right, y'all. Paddled pretty far out. We may go out a little bit further, but it's a little bit choppier than I would have expected right now. So I'm just gonna wait. I think it'll calm down in the next hour or two. I'm just gonna wait for it to calm down just before I head out there. So let me show you guys the bait of choice. This is a frozen herring, and this is actually not store-bought. This is caught. This was caught by us during the herring run in February. You just want to get a little bit of bend in the bait. Yep, that looks pretty good. The water clarity is so bad I can't even show you guys. All right, y'all. Sorry, the sun's behind me, so you can't really see me. We have been trolling for just over about an hour and a half. Not really seeing anything. We're not gonna stop just yet. We're gonna continue on, but just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. So I have this 8-inch extender here on this Yak Attack rod holder, and it's like, it keeps bending down when I'm trolling, which is messing up my troll. I have to pull the rod out and reset everything. So if you guys have any tips to keeping this 8-inch extender locked in while trolling, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm struggling with that right now. But yeah, that's really the only thing. Everything else is working. I love these waders. This is the warmest I've ever been on the kayak. The only issue that I have with them, which we're gonna experience here now, is I tend to go to the bathroom a lot while I'm on the kayak, and so to pee I have to take off my life jacket, take off my jacket, pull down my waders, and then pee, which is just a lot. But we're just gonna take a little bathroom break, and then we're gonna start trolling again. I just went to the bathroom, and I did something different when I put my stuff back on. I put my life vest on, and then I put this over top of it. So we're just gonna see how that goes, because I will say it's a little bit hard for me to access my phone. I have to take off my life jacket to take out my phone, and I'm not a huge fan of taking my life jacket off at all. All right, y'all. So before I get into the fishing report for today, I just wanted to kind of bring this to you guys' attention. I'm thinking about starting a polarized sunglasses brand, and this would be separate from JZFishing. I've been in e-commerce for the past couple of years, and I've noticed that there isn't really like an affordable, high quality, polarized sunglasses brand out on the market. So if that's something you guys are interested in, or if you guys would buy, please let me know what kind of price point you guys would be interested in, and I'll think about doing that. But the day was very slow. I was able to find some bait, but no fish, no bites. The water was super cold. It was super murky. We're going to be trying Oyster Point here soon, so we'll keep you guys updated. And if you guys want to see more of these halibut fishing reports and stay up to date where the fish are here in the bay, please consider giving us a subscribe. I'm heading back to the shore right now, where I'm going to be talking about my kayak setup and also the U-Haul setup. If y'all are still here with me, thank you for sticking with me. We just got off the water. Slow day for sure. To be expected for this spot at this time of year. It's still March, early, kind of mid-March actually. The spot typically doesn't heat up till like mid-April. So we're about a month early for this specific spot. I think the plan right now is to fish Oyster Point, which is much more popular for early season bite on Saturday, which is when Zach gets back Friday night, so the first day we could fish is Saturday. But while I've got you guys here, let's take this boat up to the U-Haul, and I'll talk about how I've rigged this boat up, what I like, what I don't like, what I'm going to change, what I'm going to fix, and then also I'm going to talk about the U-Haul for a second and how we're figuring that all out. So bear with me for a couple more minutes. All right, y'all, let's do this pretty quickly. I don't want to waste you guys' time. This boat is a Old Town Sportsman PDL 106. Sportsman PDL 106. It's got the pedal drive that comes with it. Super, super nice. I love it. We got the bow here. It's just a hatch, waterproof. This is where I have the battery for the fish finder, which obviously today is not working, but it does work typically. We have the camera boomstick. This is what you guys see when I'm filming. And then I have these two little pockets here on either side. I've got scissors, pliers, these are my hand warmers, all sorts of stupid stuff that I like to have. Also, this pedal drive has a little storage section here. It's waterproof. I put my phone, wallet, keys, nav light controller. This is the rod holder. This is what I was talking about. So This still bends like this, even though this is, as you can see, really tight. So I have to figure out that situation. Paddle, just in case. This is the steering assembly, pretty cool. I can tighten this down to lock it in place. It has this super sick knob. This is the chair. I usually put snacks. I put my cloth down here. This is the actual fish finder itself. I drop this arm down with the transducer to find fish. This is my gaff. We got a kill bag, metal stringer, a net. This is where I keep the bait. And then this is a Yak Attack like milk crate that just has 2 rod holders, and I'm trying to put 2 more of those on. These are the 2 rods that I brought with me. This is the rudder, 2 back and nav lights. I mean, it's a pretty simple setup as far as fishing, dedicated fishing kayaks go, but it gets the job done. And so the big things that I need to figure out why this fish finder is not working. Well, I do know why. I have to fix it, and then figure this out. Everything else I think I've got down to a T. I think I've got down perfected to kind of how I want it. Oh, and then obviously, so I've got this on, these waders from One Fish. They sent them to us, and I love them. I actually really like them. I always struggle with being cold on the water. I'm always cold, but these kept me warm today, and it was cold this morning. It was like 45 degrees when I was pedaling it out. So to feel warm at 45 degrees makes me really excited for the summer. So I love these. And I know sometimes people say that you shouldn't wear waders when you're fishing off a kayak, because if you fall in, your waders are going to fill up with water. But that just doesn't make sense if you know, like, just simple physics. That doesn't make any sense. So the water doesn't suddenly become heavier when it's inside of inside the life vest. You're gonna float just like normal. There have been tons of people who have tested it. It just, it doesn't make sense physics wise. So I love these. My life jacket is actually this stupid like blue. This is as bare bones. This is probably a $15 life jacket, and I've had it for 2 or 3 years now. And that is probably the next big upgrade. I want to get something that's a little bit slimmer. It's a little bit thick, especially if I'm going to be wearing it underneath this year. I'm definitely going to find something that's a little bit thinner. But yeah, that's the kayak side of things. Let me know if you guys have any questions about that. And then let me talk about the U-Haul for a second. Sorry, this is a lot of talking in today's video. But this is the U-Haul 15-foot van, and it's been pretty good. I put the kayak in, it fits perfectly. The idea is that it can fit both me and Zach's kayak, so we can both take this. It's definitely big when you're driving, but it took like a couple minutes of getting used to, and then I figured it out. But I think it was like $20 a day plus $1 for every mile you drive, and then you need to fill the gas tank to what it was before, and they kind of help you out with that when you go and rent it. But so far so good with this. It's just big, and where I live it's hard to maneuver, but overall definitely been a good experience. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions about the U-Haul as well, let me know. I think that kind of bring us to the end of today's video. Like I said earlier, if you want to hear more of these report videos, or just fishing in general, please consider giving us a subscribe. We're going to try and post videos like this every Wednesday at 5 p.m. We should have a ton of videos coming out, especially around halibut in the next couple of weeks, because we're going to be filming a lot over the next week or so. So definitely subscribe. And with that being said, we'll see you next Wednesday at 5 p.m.